Hey guys, how you doing? I got something really exciting to share with you. Right now, we're working on a deal somewhere in Florida. It's not this county. I'm going to show you something here that is really, really cool. But this is a deal we got under contract for about $215,000. It's about a 4-acre property. And the seller had it listed the year before. Well, no, had it listed and it expired a few months ago for $340,000, right? $340,000, it expired. We offered $215,000. We put it on we didn't put it on the MLS yet, but we put it on our website. We put it on, I think, land.com for $280,000. Got a buyer really quick, but the buyer backed out. Remember, we have 3 months to close on this deal, right? And so we're getting a little discouraged because we were thinking we're already counting our chickens before they hatch. So this is something that I've taught before. But my angle has always been a little different. But my dispositions guy, my good buddy Matt, was like, you know what, I'm going to try something different. So we got on the phone and started calling all the buyer's agents of properties, not asking them, would you list our property, but calling buyer's agents and saying, hey, we've got a deal. We'll pay you real generous commissions if you can bring us a buyer. So not asking to list, but asking them to bring us a buyer. Different little subtle shift that made a huge difference. So with just a few phone calls, he found a buyer that brought us a contract. He found a realtor that brought us a buyer with a contract to buy it for $260,000. So we're buying it for $215,000. We're selling it for $260,000. That's a spread of what? $45,000. And we're going to pay this realtor 3% commission. But here's the crazy thing about it. All right, listen, pay attention. We call these realtors of listed properties, the buyer's agents of sold properties that were on the MLS. I'm going to show you how to do that here in a minute. And we said, hey, we are investors. We're wholesalers. We just were blatant, right up front and honest with the realtors. We are wholesalers. We've got a property under contract to buy in this area. We're trying to just assign our contract so we can save on closing costs. We decided we don't want to buy it. So we just want to assign our contract to save on closing costs. We see that you've recently sold a property here. We're wondering, would your buyer maybe looking for another property to buy here in this same area? And we will pay you, 3, 5, 10% commissions. Now, obviously, the more expensive the property is, the less percentage maybe your commission should be. But here's the key to make this work. You need to be really, really generous with your commissions, okay? And all that realtor needs to do, they don't care that, number one, that you're a wholesaler, that you don't own the property, that you're just assigning it. Most likely, they don't care at all, right? All they're hearing is, wait a minute, I just need to make a few phone calls and I can make 5%, 10% commissions. What if you said this? What if you said, hey, listen, I've got a property I want to sell and we need a buyer. We don't want to double close on it. We don't want to use our cash to close on it. We just want to assign it. So if you bring us a buyer, we'll pay you 5% commissions on this deal. And if you can bring us a buyer that can close in 30 days and that actually closes, we'll double your commission and pay you 10%. Boom, boom, my mind blown, right? Now you may be thinking, that's a lot of money to pay. But I'm telling you, if you can make 10 grand and you pay that realtor 5 grand, you'll still make 5 grand for doing nothing except making a few phone calls. So now you don't have to worry about closing costs. You've got a realtor that's going to be on your side, that's going to explain to their client, hey, I got a good deal here for you. Yeah, we're going to have to do an assignment. They're buying it for 10. We're selling it for 20, whatever. But it's still a good deal at 20. That realtor is now going to be on your team. Does that make sense? Helping you close this deal. Now, it could just even be still like, listen, I'll pay you 5% commissions and I'll pay you an extra $2,000 if you can close it within 2 weeks or 30 days or whatever, if you can bring me a good buyer and we just do an assignment. Do you understand? So before what we've done is we've called realtors saying, hey, would you list my property? What if now instead you call realtors and say, will you bring me a buyer? Don't even list it. So how do you find these buyers? Let's just say this is another county I'm in, all right? We're just here looking at vacant land, and let's look at solds in the last month. Done. All right, now we've got land sold in the last month. And let's say I'm going to remove outline and we're just going to draw a little area where our property is in. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Hold on. So again, we're at solds in the last month, vacant land only. All right, and let's draw in an area where our property is at. Okay, boom, look at this. Let's sort it by most recent sold. Here we go. Okay, guess what's going to happen? Watch this. We click on this guy, scroll down, bought with, boom. Now, sometimes some markets don't give you who the buyer's agent was, just the listing agent. So, call the listing agent. But what I'm telling you is call these buyer's agents up and just Google Madeline Garcia. There's a phone number right there. Now, that's maybe the phone number for the realtor. So you can click around and get information on these realtors. There you go. There's a mobile phone number right there. Sometimes if you go to realtor.com, you get better information on who the buyer's agents are. But again, call Madeline up and say, Madeline, hi, my name is Joe. I'm an investor in St. Louis, Missouri. I see you just sold a property here in Lehigh Acres, 33971. I'm an investor. I have you could even say I'm a wholesaler if you want, but because that automatically, if they get triggered by that and start breaking into hives because you're an evil, wicked wholesaler, you don't want to do business with them anyway, right? So just be like right up front. I have a property down the street from yours under contract. I got it under contract to buy it for $5,000. I don't know if I want to. And I'm looking to I just want to sell, or I just want to flip this contract to somebody else. And I don't know if you have a buyer that might be interested in this or not, but I'll pay you 10% commissions. And if you can bring me a buyer that can close within 30 days, I'll pay you an extra $1,000 as a bonus. You wouldn't be interested in helping me with this, would you? And by the way, I just want to do an assignment. I don't want to have to double close, so I can save in closing costs and all of that. Do you have a buyer that would be willing to pay me $5,000 for my contract, or pay me $10,000 for my contract? And then that's it. The realtor will handle everything else. They'll handle the paperwork. They'll handle if they have to list it on the MLS, or maybe they don't. They'll handle finding the title company that can do this. You know what I mean? It's just got to be a good deal. And be honest with them. Say, we've got it under contract for $2,500. If I can make, I want to make at least a $5,000 assignment fee. So whatever commissions you want to make on top of that, if you can bring me a buyer that can buy it for 20, I'll make 5, you make 15. Like whatever the numbers are, right? But you call these agents up, they're going to be hungry, and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is great. I've got a buyer. Yeah, he's looking for more deals in this area, he or she. Let me contact them, find out what's going on. So this, you just look for these recent solds and call Omar. There it is, direct number right there. You understand what I'm saying here? How powerful this is? You get this under contract. You can find out within a week or a couple days whether it's a good deal or not. That realtor is going to go and look at the property. They're going to tell you, you know what, man, that's not a good deal. There's no road access. It's on the wrong side of the tracks. Like, I went and looked at it. And by the way, you can tell the realtor, when you go look at it, will you take some pictures of it for me? That realtor can also list it for you if they want. Maybe you like the guy and you're like, you know what, I don't have any buyers right now, but I'd be willing to list it for you. Boom, there you go. But that realtor will give you feedback on the property. They'll go look at it. They'll take pictures. They'll tell you whether it's a good deal or not. But you just be straight up front and honest with them. I'm looking for a buyer. I just want to do an assignment. I don't want to do a double close. I'd rather not even list it on the MLS. If you can bring me a buyer, I'll pay you 5%. I'll pay you 10% commissions. And you'll be shocked how many realtors can just make a few phone calls and will get you a buyer and a contract and an offer within a few days. Mind blown. You understand? Like, maybe you're like, no duh, Joe, of course. But what blew me away when I got so excited about this was, again, this was normally in the past when I've called realtors, I've called them trying to list my properties. Now I'm calling them to just bring me buyers. That's it. And let's just forget the listing. So this deal, we have it under contract for $215. We've got 2 more months to close until we have to close. We got a realtor that gave us an offer for $260 with a $25,000 earnest money deposit with a 1-week inspection contingency in there. And we're paying that realtor 3% commissions. and they know it's going to be an assignment. So I'll keep you updated on this deal, but I hope this maybe inspires you because this makes everything so much easier. All right, sorry for the long video. I could have said the whole thing in just 30 seconds, but I think you should be excited about this. Hope you're doing well. See ya. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching these videos. If you like my channel at all, please hit the subscribe button. Get the notification bell thing clicked so you can get notified when new videos come out. Really appreciate it. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Comment down below, all right? Thank you.